Hello there. My name is sometimes Heather, and I play Elder Scrolls Online. Today is an eventful day. The Injustice Festival draws to an end in just about 3 hours. Directly after that, the birthday jubilee begins. And it's also my wedding anniversary! Yay! So, but let's not let that affect us right now, but instead, let's choose a vampire and head on over to Galen. Galen is the area that was unlocked with the Firesong DLC not long ago. Who do we take? Who will be our victim? I kinda sorta want to go with Lillian because she is my favorite vampire, but we've seen her so much. Inessa would be cool because we've been talking about her a lot lately, but I also kinda sorta would like to play with Rani. She is my pet sock. Did you mention how I didn't notice Dorothea and Anuel, my Dragon Knight and Templar? I'm not very familiar with those two. I'm going to choose Lady Anne. I forgot what I was saying before the interlude of choosing vampires. Probably most likely something about God. Came here yesterday to kill a boss, just in case it would drop me an infernal stuff at any meeting. So, God. What you got? Yeah. Galen is the third island of the Incestuous Archipelago. Galen and Evelyn. So the main story starts, I believe, from Boston, but we shall do this instead. Yes, I was right. Travel to Boston. Go. As usual, we are drinking coffee.
House Mornard needs adventurers! You look like someone who knows trouble. Adventurer by trade, am I right? I'm Dulef of the Mages Guild. Spellslinger for hire, and court mage to Count Mornard of Galen. At least for now. We could use your help, and we've got the gold to pay for it.
What kind of help are you looking for?
The usual. Well, more than that. Galen's beset by sea elf pirates. But these aren't the usual isolated raids. House Mornard's defending the isle as best they can, but their knights are stretched thin. And the druids are too distracted to lend a hand.
What's distracting the druids?
Some quarrel among the circles. Never seen the druids so at odds before. But if you're willing to help, go talk to the Count's son, Sir Stefan. He's just outside Vastir, leading the effort to drive off the Sea Elves. What do you say, sailor?
I will speak to Sir Stefan Monard about driving off the Sea Elves.
Sir Stefan is outside Vastir with Lord Baccaro, the leader of the Society of the Steadfast. Which reminds me, I've got the healing herbs he asked for. Give these to Lord Baccaro, mate.
Will be useful.
Now I'm off. Got Sea Elf raiders near Windrak Fort to deal with.
As usual, after the initial conversation we get. Tell me more about these Sea Elves.
Sea Elves? Haven't spent much time in these waters, eh? The technical term is Maormer, but nobody actually calls them that. They're bloodthirsty raiders from the great isle of Piandania. We usually see a ship or two, but this bunch have a fleet.
A pirate fleet?
A huge one. Call themselves the Dreadsails. They're a vicious band of pirates that have been causing trouble in the archipelago for some time, but no one realized how large their fleet was. Now they seem more intent on conquest than pillaging.
Who leads these pirates?
That would be Sea Lord Nalos. He recruits Sea Elf captains and offers them a place in the Dreadsails fleet. If I didn't know better, I'd say he was trying to create his own Sea Elf kingdom far from Piandania. Could explain our current problems.
What was that about druid quarrels?
The druids of the Sisters Archipelago are divided into 3 circles. The Stone Lore, the Elder Tide, and the Fire Song. Usually they get along. Or at least leave each other in peace. Lately, not so much.
Why? What's happened?
There have been disagreements. Some of them violent. Firesong attacked Earthenroot, a Stone Lore enclave, claimed they were keeping a sacred seed from them. And some Eldertide on High Isle are causing trouble, working with the Ascendant Order.
So the Eldertide and Firesong are evil druids.
Evil? It's not that simple, mate. The Eldertide don't like outsiders, and they'll fight anyone who threatens druid customs. And the Firesong are reclusive. They protect their sacred places and mostly ignore the outside world.
One more question. Why are the druid circles quarreling now?
Druid Laurel thinks it's got something to do with an old prophecy. The Eldertide blame the Sea Elves, and the Firesong refuse to explain themselves to anyone. So, your guess is as good as anyone's, mate.
So, speak with Lord Baccaro Boris. I suppose the other. Oh, all the way here. I haven't been in Galen much, so, how do I exit? Also, why does my castle show that I'm here? Confused, afraid, and confused. This is the easiest way out. Someone who doesn't know how to empty. It seems we have arrived around nighttime. Game time says 12:30 a.m. We have 2 hours of darkness.
The Steadfast are here to aid those harmed by the Sea Elf attacks. I have no knights to lend you, Count Bernard, Sir Stefan.
We'll have to handle the Sea Elves ourselves then. I don't know what's keeping the druids.
You place too much trust in those ivy-robed beggars, Stefan.
Welcome, friend. I don't believe I've seen you around Vastir before. How can the Society of the Steadfast help you?
Dulab asked me to deliver these supplies.
Ah, thank you. We're short-handed, and I haven't had anyone to send for these. As you can see, the fighting on Galen has caused no end of suffering. And most of the victims are simple farmers and townsfolk, not soldiers. Damn those sea elf pirates!
This is all because of the sea elves.
For the most part. There have been some incidents among the druid circles, too, but the sea elves are definitely the biggest threat. Talk to Sir Stephen Mornard. I'm sure he can find a use for someone with your obvious talents.
I will speak to Sister.
Young Sir Stephen is over there with his father, Count Mornard. They will readily accept any assistance you're willing to offer. Now, if you'll excuse me, the Society of the Steadfast's work is never done.
Who are the Society of the Steadfast?
I founded the Society to alleviate the suffering caused by the war in Tamriel, but now we go wherever we're needed. We provide healing, food, and shelter to those afflicted by strife or natural disaster. Our healing pavilions are well known.
What brings you to Galen?
We happened to be holding a conference on High Isle when Count Mornard sent word of the sea elf attacks. I mobilized the society here in the archipelago and came as soon as we could. We'll draw resources from the mainland, but that will take time.
What sort of conference are you holding on High Isle?
Nothing too out of the ordinary. Just a meeting of the society and local leaders, looking for more ways the society can be of use to all the people of Tamriel. Oh, speaking of use, I should get back to it. Talk to Sir Stephen if you want to lend a hand.
All right. Sister.
Well met, adventurer. If you're looking for work, I need all the help I can get. Sea elf raids are nothing new on Galen, but never have they attacked in such numbers. The whole southeast shore is under siege.
What do the sea elves want?
I'm not sure. Most sea elves are pirates. Easy plunder is what they're usually after. But the Dreadsails are more determined than any Maormer I've seen before. Whatever their goal, we must push them back.
What do you need me to do?
Hand me your map. I've received reports of Dreadsails near Windrack Fort, the village of Tuin and Suncleft Cove. I need you to investigate these sightings and chase off any sea elves you find. Let them know Galen won't go down without a fight.
Are you ready for a fight?
Not as ready as I would like, friend. We don't have enough knights to protect the whole island, but I need information even more than I need soldiers. Find out what the Dreadsails really want, if you can, and where they plan to strike next.
I will head out at once, Sister.
All 3 locations I need you to investigate lie to the east. Chase away any sea elves you find at the fort and the village, and see if you can figure out what they're up to at the cove. Report back to me in Vastir when you're done.
So we get to chase up pirates. I am uncertain of whether or not I wish to rely on the map. It led me down the road. Let's head on over to the way shrine actually and travel a little bit closer. I've been to Galen before with Miriam to complete the achievement that has to do with animals, the best of friends. I made a video about it on YouTube. I think I will link it to this video after I'm done streaming friends. I will also leave a link to Lillian's build. She is my first real vampire and still my favorite.
Over here, mate.
Friend?
I thought I might see you here. Looks like a band of sea elves got ashore and seized the fort. Now more of those sea dogs are on their way. I was hoping for some druid help, but they never arrived. So it's up to us.
So Stefan sent me. What do you have in mind?
I spotted more sea elf warships brimming with reinforcements. Luckily, the fort's ballistas are intact. Get to the ballistas and stop those ships. That will give us time to deal with the enemies who already made it to shore.
What will you be doing?
I'll see if I can rally the knights and get the wounded back on their feet. We'll need them to hold the fort once you stop the reinforcements from reaching the shore. Meet me on the bluffs north of the fort when you're done.
Alright, I will use the ballistas to drive off the sea of ships.
Take a right when you get into the fort. There's a path that leads down to the docks. You'll find the ballistas there. My guess is the Dreadsail ships will flee at the first sign of resistance. They won't risk their ships to ballista strikes.
Alright, let's get to it. Repel 3 CL ships. Which reminds me, I haven't remembered to see what our daily endeavors are. It might be a little bit immersion breaking to start studying the endeavors right now, so I will try to remember also after this combat. Galen has multiple ways of staying alive as a stage for vampire. One of them is that she's wearing the vampire's set. This restores health after each time she slays an enemy. The effect lingers for quite a while, and highest recommendation: the Vampire's Kiss Arms. It's a craftable set and can be made in any way.
We did it!
It's also a cloth of... Wow. Wow, that was flashier than usual. Yes, Vampire's Kiss is a part of the base game, so everyone has access to it. All you need to do now is... So that was one CL ship. The second ballista can be found here. Concentrate. Don't stand in the right circle. Do we get the same animation? Yes, we do. Enjoyable. One remains. I suppose that is the ship we need to repel. I see a quest marker. There yonder. How do I get to it? Can I do that here? Oh. Complete. There's stairs or a ramp on top of this ship.
I can't wait till we're through with these green dump.
Oh, that's nice. I like the problems I can do. And watch the ship catch fire. Well, that was fun. Now we need to speak with our friend Dula. Probably pronouncing that a bit wrong, but accents I feel are
Anyone else?
So do we go here? Yes, we do.
Nice work, mate. Your aim was impeccable. Well done. These dreadsails may be fierce, but they lack loyalty. Even though they've got numbers on their side, they won't stick their necks out for their mates. That's something we can use against them.
Anything more you need from me? Here.
You've done your part. We can deal with the stragglers around Windwrack Fort, now that they've got no reinforcements coming to support them. Your work's just beginning though, mate. I fear the seas ahead will be rough for all of us.
Sir Stefan said there were sea elves near Suncleft Cove.
Aye, I heard that too. Something about sea elves taking prisoners into a cave near the cove. Strange. If the Dreadsails took captives, why haven't they tried to ransom them yet? Banneret Korik went to investigate. Help him if you can.
Correct. The volcanic vent seems to be active. Let's go in here. Oh look, everybody's here. We're just in time for... Don't worry, friends, I'm helping.
Well done. Now's our chance.
I hope I
I'll
helped.
seal the fissure for good.
Great work. The questions still remain.
Even though
I
we
shall return to
didn't
my order
really
and report
help
all that has
with
happened.
Reap that
Until we meet again.
Which, peppery. Sometimes you get loads and loads of very, very useful goodies, and then sometimes you don't. So we got the Phoenix Moth ring. Stem said that healing yourself or an ally grants the target minor courage and minor forceful 10 seconds. This is actually a very interesting set. I might want to make it work for... Yes, you guessed it, the vampire. That reminds me, daily endeavors. Today's daily endeavors include completing 2 quests, crafting 5 items with the woodworking skill, raising 7 furnishings, completing 2 duels, and completing 1 group dungeon. Weekly endeavors include completing 25 quests, healing 20 group bosses, and harvesting 100 resources from the world. I usually go with the resource one, but this week, because there was the Unjustice Festival, the completing of 25 quests was the easiest. Now, toward the next destination.
Blight, what a
The
slaughter.
Witch of Toon?
Blight, take it. I came to help the Eldertide Druids defend their village, but I was too late. This battle is already lost. You're not an islander, and you're certainly not a sea elf. What are you doing here, stranger?
Steps. Sir Stefan sent me. He was concerned that the druids never answered his call.
Sir Stefan's a dear friend of mine, and practically a druid himself. We studied together under Archdruid Raval when we were younger. It's not unlike him to worry about the druids, even the Eldertide.
What happened here?
The dread sales happened, but it makes no sense. The Eldertide have no riches. Druids don't care about such things, and they command formidable magic. What pirate attacks a target that can fight back for no obvious profit?
Sir Stefan said that the dread sales were unusually determined.
That's strange. It makes me wonder what the Sea Elves really hope to gain by these attacks. Let's look around. Watch for anything that looks interesting or out of place. With any luck, we can figure out why the Sea Elves attacked Tuin.
Search the village. We need to find 3 clues. There seems to be an enemy. I see one already.
Let's go.
Dreadsail orders. My Dreadsails. I promised you a haven, and now the path to our new home lies before us. I have struck a bargain with a powerful druid of Galen, one who will help us secure a stronghold on the isle. In return, she requests that we acquire a relic held by a rival circle, the Eldertide. Raid the isle's eastern coast and search for this relic. If it can't be found, take captives for questioning. There must be a lawkeeper among the Eldertide druids who knows how to find it. Do not fail me. For the price of a druid relic, we get a new home. Sealed Nalos.
A lorekeeper? What relic could they be searching for?
That is the question. Where to then? She asked, looking for convenience to it, as is her habit.
Yay, us!
Burnt ember blooms.
Ember blooms? The Fire Song used them to cast certain spells. Are they involved in this too?
Curious and curious. We will find a lore book. No clues. No. Let's go next. Alright, I'm confused. We are at the edge of our quest area, so let's go this way. There is the third quest area. Oh, good lord, probably gives us the Rockblast synergy. Let's use it in cutting. Also pretty. Eldertide altar exam. Another book can be found.
Let's take a look in the
here,
lodge.
and
There might be something about the relic there.
then we need to go to a book. I've been wondering what the are all about. Apparently, they are quest-related locations. If you didn't yet know, Ember likes it when you harvest moonstones. It's a very, very easy way to boost her rapport. Nothing but stew here.
Archdruid Orlaith, what are you doing here?
Confirming a suspicion, little Laurel. Archdruid Raval was right to call the Drafa together. Tell him the fire song will attend. The time has come to gather the seeds. The prophecy of the Druid King is at hand.
The seeds? Is that what this... Oh, Blight. She's gone. Friend, we should talk.
Call us friend.
Root and rot! That was Archdruid Orlaith, leader of the Fire Song Circle. I think I know what really happened here, and I don't like it at all.
What do you mean, Laurel?
The relic the Dreadsails sought is the sacred seed of the Eldertide, a gift of the last Druid King. Each circle was granted one. That's what Archdruid Orlaith meant by gathering seeds. Could she be the druid mentioned in the Dreadsails' orders?
You think the Dreadsails made a deal with the Firesong Archdruid?
This isn't the first blood the Fire Song have spilled. A group tried to take the Stone Lore seed from a shrine on High Isle. Others attacked weirds on the mainland. Now signs of them here at Tuin? They've turned against the other circles.
Why are these seeds so important? Are they powerful?
Not as far as I know. The seeds are mentioned in the dream of Cassarain, the prophecy of the last Druid King. The Fire Song seem to believe its time has come. The other circles, not so much. Perhaps the Drafa can make sense of all this.
The Drafa?
A council of druids, elders from all three circles. Archdruid Raval of the Stone Lore has summoned the Drafa to address grievances against the Fire Song. But up till now, Orlaith ignored him. Tell Stefan about this. Pirates aren't his only problem.
All right. I will tell Sir Stefan what we heard here. Now we need to go to Suncleft Cove to investigate. Suncleft Cove can be found here. Let's see if we can get that sky shot on all of that. I like the way the lighthouse casts light on the ship. Very pretty. What are I doing? So, which way do we go? I kinda sorta want to go up from here to get the sky shot. Okay. And then I wish to run this way to reach the cove. All the way down there. I suppose we can make it without hurting us.
Single sea elf bested the lot of you?
She hit us like a storm of steel. Didn't kill anyone, though. Just put us in the sand.
My knights tracked a band of... Can you believe this? I came to check on my knights when I found them indisposed. House Mornard's finest. Pah! Oh, who are you?
I am Lilianro. Sir Stefan sent me to investigate the cove. Can you tell me what happened here?
My knights tracked a band of Dreadsails to the cave here at Suncleft Cove. As they tell it, however, a single sea elf tore through them before they could search inside. Didn't even bother to kill them. Just knocked them senseless and left them here.
So Stefan mentioned captives.
Right. That was in my report. Since Sir Stefan sent you, I could use your help. Scout the cave. We have to find the prisoners and free them. I'll follow once my knights recover. Just watch out. The sea elf who beat them is somewhere inside.
I will scout the cave and poke for the captives.
Remember, we think the dread sails have prisoners in there. Maybe some knights, but certainly druids from the nearby village. Find them if you can and set them free. We'll join you as soon as my knights recover their senses.
All right. Into the cove. But first, I need more coal. I will be right back. I'm returning. Now, to the cove. Sorry about the mess. Oh, this is a relatively large area.
This one has the information I seek. We simply need to extract it from her. I'll take her with me to the keep. Dispose of the rest as you wish, but do not tarry long.
No, please! Don't hurt them! You only need me!
Now, friends, don't hurt anyone. It's important to hurt people. Let's investigate.
Watch me go!
This seems to be one of those places where you need to go all the way around to reach the place you need to. Look every corpse and the outside of Galen is rather pretty, but this particular location seems to be very uninspired. Closed cape-like walls aren't that pretty. But we shall try to make our way through the tunnels and as possible. I could have, of course, sprinted. was an unexpected season.
Slack, you and your Sea Lord aren't fit to call yourselves Marama.
Oh, here we are.
Stay your hand, stranger. This sea elf saved our lives.
I told the fool knights outside I wasn't their enemy. Do you have more sense than them?
Well, hello there.
You're willing to talk. At least you're smarter than those knights outside. I suppose Sea Lord Nalos and his scum have taught the people of this island to fear anyone with blue skin. Understand this. I don't answer to that foul beast.
If you're not with the Dread Sails, who are you?
Captain Siravane of the Gilded Blades. You'd call me a pirate, I suppose? But I'm not one of Sea Lord Nalos's traitors, and I'm not involved in all this druid foolishness. You look confused. Must be from the continent. Yes, I'm a Marama.
Sir Stefan sent me to find these captives.
Well, they're not captives anymore, and you and I need not be enemies. Sea Lord Nalos is my quarry, for reasons of my own. But I'll tell you this much, mercenary. Nalos seeks some sort of druid relic. Calls it a sacred seed.
Where did Sea Lord Nalos go?
I'm not sure. That slimy eel escaped and he took one of the druids with him. Probably thinks she can take him to that seed. No matter. I'll find him. Warn your allies about the Sea Lord, mercenary. Galen isn't safe while he lives.
I will tell Sir Stefan what you said.
The sea elf escaped. Oh, too bad. At least we can get these druids to safety. We'll handle things from here. Return to Vastir and report to Sir Stefan when you're ready.
Return to Vastir. Hello map. How's it going, map? Okay, so it will be relatively easy to exit the code. Let's do that. We're here. Alright. Hop on off and dash on out, and then we should be relatively close to a reach. Well, kinda. So, this way, everyone. And the sun is rising. It's still somehow strange to be able to run around in broad daylight as a stage 4 vampire. But I suppose it would be a little bit too challenging to be taking damage during daylight. To Vastir. And Castle Monarch.
Your people are in as much danger as everyone else, Galfin. Sea elves make no distinctions when it comes to staging raids.
I didn't say we weren't, Dame Theta. But the Stonelord...
I'm uncertain of whether or not I've been... Oh. No, I haven't. What a grand place. Speak with Sister.
Here's our mate now.
Friend.
Well met, friend. Dulef tells me you handled yourself well at Windrak Fort. Now, what news of the other two locations? Laurel seemed troubled when she returned, but she went to find Archdruid Reval before I could speak to her.
The Dread Sails ransacked Toon and took captives, but I found them at Suncleft Cove.
A good thing I sent you to Tuin, then. The Eldertide rarely need or want our help, but I'm glad we could provide it. Still, why would the Dreadsails take prisoners to the cove? When sea elves take captives, they usually sail off and demand ransom.
Sea Lord Nallas is looking for the Eldertide sacred seed. He is trying to find it for a Firesong Druid.
The Dreadsails are working with a druid of the Firesong Circle? The Firesong usually have nothing to do with outsiders, let alone sea elf pirates. And now I understand why Laurel seemed so worried, and why the Dreyfa has been summoned.
Druid Laurel told me Firesong Druids tried to take the Stonewall Circle seed too.
What madness! A war among the circles is the last thing Galen needs right now. I've been invited to observe the Dreyfa. I'd like you to tag along. Find Laurel in the Vine District here in the city. If she agrees, you can join us.
I will talk to Druid Laurel.
The Vine District lies on the east side of the city near the harbor. It's a small druid conclave. I'll join you there shortly. I need to confer with my father and send scouts to search for Sea Lord Nalos while we attend the Dreyfa.
Alrighty. Find Laurel and...
I think this castle's haunted.
attend meetings, I suppose. The view from the balcony is rather charming. So are we going this way? Yes, we are.
Taking that aroma, folks. That's the Chef Razi's guarantee. You there, Trapper. You look as adventurous as my taste
Oh,
buds.
hello again.
Care to
What
help
brings you to the Vine? I hoped to see you again, my friend. But I need to prepare for the Dreyfa. The Elders really must deal with the strife that has come between the circles.
Sir Stefan wants me to join you at the meeting of the Dreyfa.
You know, that's not a bad idea. Few outsiders are permitted to attend the council meetings, but you can attest to what we saw at Tuin. The Firesong Circle is willing to use force to gather the 3 sacred seeds, and that's just wrong.
Can you tell me about these sacred seeds?
The last Druid King gave 1 seed to each circle long ago. He also gave us a prophecy, the Dream of Kasserine. Some Druids consider it a warning, but Archdruid Orlaith and others believe it's a call to action.
What exactly does this prophecy say?
Meet me at the Telling Stone, the landmark near the center of the island. It would be easier to simply show you the prophecy, and it's close to Dreyfadel. Besides, there's someone at the stone you should meet.
All right. I will meet you at the Telling Stone.
There you are. Laurel, may I escort you to the Dreyfa?
My thanks, Stefan. I have much to tell you. But I promise to show our friend here the Telling Stone along the way.
Of course. We'll see you at the Telling Stone, friend.
Telling Stone. All the way here. I suppose we will travel to this way shrine and... let's do that. On the way there, I will mention that the High Isle chapter.
These sea elf pirates become more
Brought with
brazen
it
every day. When is
a
House Mornar
new
going to
animal.
do something? You know,
Sunflowers, and you can purchase those as a furnishing item from Galen's furnishing vendor, which we just passed right here at the home goods furniture. I have yet to purchase those myself because I haven't been able to decide which one of my homes would spot in someone. I'm uncertain of whether or not I have been to a telling stone before. Probably not. Galen is a very unfamiliar place to me. Which way? Pretty. I suppose this is not the correct path. The telling stone discovered.
Darkness stirs. Roots tremble. Druids gather. I am the nourisher. The sower. Needed?
I don't think that's wise, Free. I don't trust the fire song.
Fire song. Pulsing, ripping, torn free from the ground. Blood in leaves. A memory.
Frightened. Let's speak with
Friend of Laurel. I am Free. Keeper, nourisher, sower, song of the green. The king spoke. Free became. Dream given form. Made real. Awakened too early. Unrest in the soil. Something is wrong.
I don't understand. What could trouble a nature spirit?
A song of hate blows through the branches. Harm drips like sap. It soaks the ground. Awakened to fire. Tremors. Volcano. Deadwood. Blood in the shadows. I am troubled.
What does that mean?
Rock. Root. Leaf. Brook. All dreams of the green. My kin. Spirits given form. We are. Purpose. Meaning. Now, a new purpose grows. Unwelcome change.
What is your purpose, Spring?
King Cassarain called me from the green. A choice to be made. A moment. Waiting. Needed. My purpose is to be. Wait. Listen. Roots must find water before they drink.
Interesting.
Welcome to the Telling Stone, my friend. These runes tell the prophecy we call the Dream of Cassarain. Almost nothing survives from the time of the Druid King. But we have this. And now Free as well.
What exactly is Free?
A nature spirit, called from the green by King Cassarain, and hidden with the weird in High Rock. They slept since the time of the last Druid King, until the Firesong Circle sent an Archdruid to find Free and awaken them.
What did the Firesong Druids want with Free?
I probably know more about the Druid King than any other Druid alive, but so much remains a mystery. The Dream of Cassarain describes a mountain shaking and a sower awakening. I think it's talking about Mount Firesong and Free.
How do the sacred scenes fit in?
So much has been lost, so I can only guess. Maybe Archdruid Orlaith believes the seeds must be united to make the prophecy come true? Until they end their violent ways, though, I plan to keep Free a secret. Let's go see what happens at the Dreyfa.
Where will the Dreyfa take place?
The Dreyfa will begin soon. 3 Archdruids from each circle meet in a dell within the hills across the valley just to the south of here. We should make our way there. I don't want to miss anything.
Go to Dreyfa Dell. Map, what is wrong with you? See. I need to find something to kill. My hit points are slipping dangerously low. I want to keep my vampires in good health. Really? Another runestone.
Watching you harvest is exciting. I can't wait to see what you're going to do with that.
Draper Delve. I wonder what happens here. Will it be interesting and beautiful? I hope so. Witness the negotiation.
The day is upon us. The Drafer must crown a new Druid king.
Perhaps, but you have no right to claim the sacred seeds by force.
You hide your seeds and keep the sower of Cassarane's dream for yourself. You declared this war, not the Fire Song.
No Druid King can be crowned until the Circles are united. The Telling Stone is quite clear.
This Drafer is a sham. If I must burn away the old to reveal the new, so be it!
Protect the Archdruids.
Orlaith killed most
I
of the
wasn't
Draper.
expecting that.
She's getting away!
Laurel, wait! I'll go after her. Friends, protect the remaining Archdruids. Teach these sea snakes a lesson, mate. I'll keep Raval and Alex
I'm
safe.
just supposed to be busy.
Now, go help Laurel and Stefan.
Go on! I'll keep watch here.
Find Sir Stefan and Druid Law. Up ahead. Pretty. I wonder if we can get those as a furnishing. Okay.
This is so much better than reading.
Oh no, boss enemy.
Save yourself!
Stefan!
Mainlanders should not meddle in Druid affairs. Deal with them, Brana. You defeated my champion? No matter. Tell Count Mornard to stay out of this, or his son's life is forfeit.
The Eldertide will make Orlaith answer for this outrage.
She has young Stefan.
Oh,
We
dear.
must tread carefully, yet, thanks to this mainlander, we still live.
We must inform Count Mornard. I won't tell Archdruids what to do, but you're welcome in Vestir.
Orlaith was going to take me, but Stefan intervened. He put himself in danger to save me and protect my circle. We need to tell Count Mornard what happened, and then we have to help Stefan.
Why do you think Archdruid Orlaith attacked the Draper?
Archdruid Orlaith never intended the Drafa to judge her actions. Root and rot. She only agreed to come so she could have the Dreadsails kill the Archdruids. She meant to leave the Stone Lore and the Eldertide crippled and without their leaders.
We saved Archdruid Ravel and Archdruid Elec from the Dreadsails.
So I see. Thank you. That was more good than I could do. I chased after Orlaith and ran directly into her hands. Worse yet, I brought Stefan right to her. Now the Firesong Circle has a hostage.
What will Archdruid Orlaith do with Sir Stefan?
I don't know, but Count Mornard will be furious. Archdruid Orlaith might demand the sacred seeds in exchange for Stefan. Or she could make House Mornard stand down until her allies collect the seeds for her. This is bad.
This is very bad. Meet the Dell. I have good forgotten who we need to speak with next. Return to Castle Mornard. Let's make a mad dash for the wage wound. This way. I think. Yes, this way. Galen is a combination of grassy shores and volcanic wastelands. It's rather unique to other areas in the game. I'm personally not that crazy about the geography, but it is a change to the usual prettiness of Elder Scrolls Online. Let's head on over to Castle Mornard. See what our friends have to say about these events.
I can't believe the Fire Song betrayed us. Attacking the Dreyfa. How will that bring the circles together?
The Fire Song will answer for this crime, Delphin.
Oh, there's an upstairs.
And now my son is in their clutches? We should have left these foolish druids to their squabbles.
Ignoring someone doesn't mean they'll ignore you. We need the Eldertide and the Stone Lord to meet this threat and save your son.
Dulev tells me you played no small part in repelling the dread sails and foiling an attack on the Druid Council, mercenary. Has the Fire Song Circle truly made an alliance with the hated Sea Elves?
The dread sails are helping the Fire Song get the sacred seeds from the other druid circles.
All this trouble over druidic nonsense? And it led to the deaths of 4 archdruids? Unbelievable! But I wouldn't expect Sea Elf pirates to bother with an alliance that doesn't pay in plunder. What does Sea Lord Nalos get out of all this?
Archdruid Orleth promised to grant him a stronghold on Galen, according to orders without.
Typical. A druid who doesn't believe in property generously giving away something that doesn't belong to her. When last I looked, I ruled Galen. Did Archdruid Orleth say what she wants from me as a price for keeping my son alive?
Archdruid Orleth wants House Mornard to stay out of her way while she claims the sacred seeds.
I had no interest in druid quarrels until she threatened my son. Bah! Stefan warned me something dangerous was afoot. I should have listened. Here, House Mornard always pays its debts. There's more to come if you continue to aid us, mercenary. I refuse to let Galen...
And that completes the first stage of the Galen main quest. Let's see what the base paint looks like. Oh yes. I'm a vampire. This doesn't look like much when you're... Well, that's pale. But now, I do believe the time has come to say goodbye. For now, I will return next Thursday at 2 p.m. at the very latest. I might hop on back during the weekend for the birthday jubilee, but I make no promises. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you later. Ciao.